Number 3, another indication is that we're getting close. Fundamentalists in the West are on the rise. And religion getting into state affairs is on the rise. The Newsweek wrote an article about Bush and God. And they were quoting some European scholars as saying that the American foreign policy has many different variables or many different objectives in driving it. One of them is religion. But they were saying that for the first time in American history, we feel that the religious objective could be the main motive behind some of the American foreign policy. Bush told Mahmoud Abbas that God told me to go into Afghanistan. It was God who told me, not Congress, not the American people, not the Constitution. God told me to go into Afghanistan. I went there because it's an order from God. So this is for the first time. Denmark, which is probably one of the most secular European countries, was the place where the attack of Rasulullah ﷺ started. And one could have not imagined that a small country like Denmark would be the cause for such a great issue that hasn't ended yet, and an issue that would cause the unification of the West against the Muslim Ummah on this issue. The West didn't leave Denmark alone. They supported Denmark on an official level, and also the population of the Western countries, it's very apparent, is standing behind what happened in Denmark, because the Swedish foreign minister had to resign from her post after she closed down a website that has shown these images. She had to resign because of popular pressure. She lost her job as foreign minister because of this issue. So the West is edging towards fundamentalism when it comes to dealing with the Muslims. It's not like they're becoming religious people suddenly. No, they're not religious people. They're not religious people. They're the furthest away from the teachings of the present day Bible. But they're becoming very religious when it comes to dealing with the Muslims. And then you'll find statements made by respected religious leaders. For example, in the US, Franklin Graham, who's the son of Billy Graham, one of the most well-known evangelists in the US, making statements that Islam is the religion of evil. You have Pat Robertson saying that the Muslims are Ya'juj and Ma'juj, strange statements like this. And this is on the rise. It's not decreasing, it's rising. So this is an indication that we're getting closer to al-malhama, because the psychological preparation for malhama is in place. Any battle starts first in the hearts before it gets to the battlefield. There needs to be motivation in the heart first. And this motivation is starting to formulate in the West.